Yay. Yeah, I get curious because we're in this new moon eclipse portal. We just opened into the eclipse portal. And Robin's here with us live stream, so I didn't know if the computer was gonna work. But hi Robin. Yay. Thanks for being here and hello everybody. Welcome. I'm just gonna get a little music set up. I like that it calls me Asiana. It's Asiana's iPhone. All right. Anything to share? Any parts of the body that are kind of calling out?
I have a rib out of place, so I'm gonna watch the twist.
Yeah. And sometimes it could be the twist that right? Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we'll see.
had this experience, but yeah, thank you for letting me know. This can be an interesting little experience. Yeah. So new moon in Leo. Leo's like really the vibrant, courageous heart. The heart of the matter, so to speak. And grab a blanket. And with this eclipse, there's something about, not so much about kind of this thing we want to manifest from our hearts, but perhaps it's about, seeing things that are already here in a new way, kind of opening our hearts from a place that we haven't quite discovered yet. Does that make some sense? Mm-hmm. So kind of being in the discovery of what we don't already know, you could put it that way. So just, really feeling into heart discovery. So let's go ahead. Thinking we might be stressed, but I'll get those in a little bit. Let's go ahead and come to a seated cross-legged position if this is comfortable. And my name is Asiana. I think I know everybody in here. We remember me, Kelly? Yeah. Okay, it was good to be with you. Nice. Yeah, comfy seats. Settling in. Here we are. And close your eyes down. And if it feels all right, just a kind of a slow and gentle rocking motion side to side. And that might have you start to circle your hands gently around one knee and then the other knee. You can pick up here. You want a visual of what that even looks like, and then just kind of feeling this in your own bodies. And then just let this start to turn into a little circling around your sit bones, your pubic bone, your tailbone. Hands just kind of circling around your knees and a little bit of kind of a walking, sliding, circular motion. And as we tune in and through this experience of embodiment, just opening into discovering what we might not already know, and then just switch directions with that little circling. Perhaps even unhooking any ideas or concepts about what we even think we know. And then with our next exhale, let's let our fingertips curl around the front of our knees. Scoop the tailbone and a little round through your back body, chin toward the throat. And then breathe in, roll over your sit bones and start to arch through your front body, hands pressed down on the thighs, throat open. So seated cat-cow. Just take this, slow it down, a couple more rounds of breath. Start to really allow the breath to carry the full length of the movement and the movement to be carried by the full length of the breath. Let's take that 2 more rounds, just kind of warming through the spine, settling into this sensation field of our bodies here together. Let's take it 1 more round, actually. And with our next exhale, we're rounding through the back body. Let's stay rounded through the back body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Stay here, and then just invite a little rock behind your heart, side to side, the back of your neck. Breathe in, breathe out. And then let's breathe in, lift onto the tops of your sit bones, spine stacks, shoulders lift to the ears, roll them back and down. And then just let the hands rest to the thighs, thighs resting into your thigh bones, whole body resting into body earth. Relax the jaw. Now breathe in, broaden the breath in. And breathe out, empty, empty, empty. Widen the breath out, soften, soften. Just tuning in to 5 more breaths. And as we inhale, let the inhale expand from the base of the spine all the way to the crown of the head. And as you exhale from the crown of the head to the base of the spine, the whole body settles, not only into itself, but into the support of planet Earth. Bones and rocks, skin and muscles and soil and dirt, blood and lymph and rivers and oceans, warmth of sun, the sun, movement of air, the gentle winds, space your body occupies. And then slide your palms together, heart center, Anjali Mudra, and let a single word of intention vibrate into your awareness. And then let that awareness vibration land through your whole body, textures. Let's tone the mantra Om, Ah, O, 3 rounds. Receive the vibration from the inside out. Release breath. Breathe in. Feel, notice what's here now, free from judgment. As we really give ourselves into full participation, no hurry, no pause, we breathe in and we lift our biceps by our ears. Now let's interlace the fingertips and then flip the palms toward the ceiling and just give yourselves a little stretch, noticing. And exhale, a little sway to the right, just gentle, and then chin toward throat, little rock through center, and then a little sway to the left. Little opening of the throat and a slight sway toward the back, and take that 1 more round in this direction. Start to sense a little spaciousness through the ribs, the spine, and then just switch directions. And please just really intuitively here. I'll give us a little guidance that begins in the discovery. One more little circle. Good, good. And then breathing in, let's lift center, release the fingertips, palms face the front. Exhale, cactus arms squeeze, and then slide the hands under your knees, draw your knees together. And then let's straighten the legs out in front of us, and then point the toes, let the hands slide down the shins, maybe a little grafting around the toes, and then flex the feet, slide the hands up the shins, above the knees, shoulders back and down, throat open. So just take that a couple more rounds, and it's like we're kind of polishing, not only with our breath, our awareness, but the hands, the touch. Good, good. And then we'll kind of switch this up, bow in, and then let the toes circle toward the windows. That ear toward that shoulder, flex the feet, and then a big circle of the toes away from the windows. That ear to that shoulder. Take that one more round. Next time you're kind of bowed forward, just switch directions. Again, just intuitive movement in the spirals. Last one. Good. And then the next time we sit, sway forward. Go ahead and stay here. Hands land wherever they land. Full breath in. And then exhale. That ocean breath soothes. Two more. Now please stay here for a silent breath. And there's a soft anchoring of the tailbone toward the earth, belly button back, round up vertebrae by vertebrae. I would exaggerate lifting the shoulders to the ears, and then as you roll the shoulders back and down, let the fingertips penetrate through space. And then flip the palms, a little puff through the back body, shoulders roll back and down, you got it. And slide down the back, head and neck. Try that one more round. So it's sort of a rendition of cat-cow. Yeah. Now fingertips to the earth slightly behind us. Let's bend our knees. Our feet are wider than the hips. Exhale, knees toward the windows. And then peek over the opposite shoulder with a lift of the throat. Inhale, knees center. Scoop the tailbone, chin toward throat. And then take this to the other side, almost like a little arcing through the side body. Take that twice more on each side and discover what's here now. The ever-changing field of embodiment. And once more on each side. Thank you. Now breathing in, we lift our knees center. And as we breathe out, let's all drape our knees toward the windows. And then inner belly scoops to the left. Bring your right hand to the top of the left knee, little peek over the back shoulder. Stay here. Kind of plant that left hand, buoyant elbow, a little bow toward the earth behind you. And then straighten that back elbow, and then a little lift of the heart, maybe open the throat. So it can be a slight wave pulse. Exhale, a little bow in. And then inhale, heart pulses open. One more, little bow into the twist. And then inhaling, we'll sweep that right bicep over our ear. And then fan the heart to the sky. Cactus arm that right elbow. And then drape that bicep over your ear, gaze toward the earth. And then exhale, cactus arm once more. Right fingertips to the earth behind you. Sweep your knees through center. You got it. And we'll take this to the other side. Left hand on top of the right knee, inner gaze. And then exhale, soften the right elbow, bow toward the earth. Straighten the elbow, lengthen the spine, heart growth. Couple more breaths there. Now keep the right hand where it is as we sweep that left bicep over our ear. Squeeze the shoulder blades together as you cactus arm that left elbow. Gaze to the sky. And then sweep the bicep over the ear once more. Gaze toward the earth. And then cactus arm, tiny back bend. Left fingertips to the earth behind you. That'll support sweeping the knees center. And then just slide the soles of your feet together. And then from here, fingertips to the earth, and then just a little sit bone walk, kind of like you're pulling your sit bones behind you, and then deeper inside of you, a little side to side. And then we will slide our hands to the knees again, and you can just adjust for your bodies. Breathe in, belly expands, and we're going to circle inside the pelvic bowl. Exhale, a little scoop and squeeze. You got it. And take that a couple, 4 more rounds here, and let that start to glide through each vertebrae, including the base of your skull. It can be a really tiny movement or not. Good. And now the next time there's a little scoop of the tailbone, a scoop of the belly, switch directions. More exhales. So we get to unwind from the inside. Good. One more. As we breathe in, let's lift center. If it's comfortable, hug the heels a little closer toward the pubic bone. And that right forearm is going to be a little kickstand over the shin. The left hand slides up the inner leg. And then the heel of the hand presses down on that inguinal hip groove. Peek over the left shoulder. Breath in and breath out. Then as we breathe in, we slide the left hand down the inner leg, the right hand up the inner leg, and we just switch sides. Press down on the inguinal hip groove, a little peek over that shoulder. Full breath. Thank you. Now let's keep the left hand where it is and slide the right hand slowly down the inner right leg. Touch. Now prayer feet, prayer hands. You got it. And then just back forward. Yeah. And then press the feet a little more deliberately toward each other. Notice how that fans the sit bones open, and maybe give it a slight wag through the spine, the head and neck. Maybe a little undulation. And again, brand new, begin the discovery. About 3 breaths. Thank you. Now lengthen the spine as you breathe in and slowly rise up. Shoulders slide back and down. The fingertips can kind of brush up the inner shins, the inner thighs. It'll press over the belly. And then slide the hands to the low back kidneys. Brush over the sacrum, the outer hips, the outer thighs, the knees. And then here, let's give ourselves a little hug. Wrap the arms around the shins. Shoulders back and down, and lengthen the spine here. Right? Draw the earlobes back. And then as we exhale, inner gaze over the left shoulder. And inhale, center. Exhale, inner gaze over the right shoulder. And inhale, center. Release the hands, the shins, and just really notice gravity as you make your way onto all fours. Okay? Just pay attention without any tension. I'm gonna use a blanket under my knees, maybe you'd like to as well, just kind of set that up. And so from here, we're on all fours, hands spread wide. We're gonna step the knees a little bit to the right, knees together, drop the hips to the right. I'm taking cues from all of you, a little peek over the left shoulder. And then as you breathe in, belly button kind of lifts a little bit to the center, and then step the knees to the left, and then the hips to the left. Little peek over the right shoulder. Good. Ooh. Now breathe in, lift center. Now step the knees hip distance apart. Hands are spread wide, and we're gonna breathe in now, and we're gonna slide into cow stretch. Breathe out, lift the knees. First press belly to thighs. Now straighten the knees and track your heels toward the earth. Breathe in, lift the heels. Bring the knees to the earth. Slide into cow. Again, there's no hurt. Exhale, lift the knees. First press belly to thighs. Straighten knees, heels toward the earth. Please take that 2 more rounds of breath, just like this. And the last one. When we land in our downward facing dog, let's stay here. You bring your feet a little closer together if you like. We are going to bend the right knee deep. Press the left heel in the left hand. Pull. And now switch that out. Bend the left knee deep. Press the right heel, right hand. And then continue to pedal that out for a few more rounds. And if there's space, see if you can kind of roll into a little wave through the spine, almost like a little kind of puff through the low back, mid back, upper back, then down dog. And then it's inside the movement, and you get to discover the continuum of that. Good. Now with our next exhale, slide your heels to the earth. Full expression of down dog. In this moment, as we puff up the armpits, see if you can wrap that puffing sensation around your rib cage. And then let the heart soften, the jaw softens, the neck. Hold that in. 2 more. Now we lift the heels. We bring our knees to the earth. We bring the toenail side of our feet to the earth. Puff through the back body a little bit as you slide your sit bones to your heels. And let's rest our forehead, relax the wrists, the hands, devotional posture. You got it. And then just maybe a little tiny rocking motion through the tailbone, the forehead. And just settle, stillness, received, receiving. About 3 breaths here, feel. As we unwind through the sheets of consciousness, the layers of existence, we discover what's always been here, never lost and always found. We breathe in, come onto all fours. You can tuck the toes if you like, and then let's reach our right leg behind us. And then point the right toes and track the right knee toward the left armpit. Puff through the back body, circle the knee over the heart under the right armpit, beside you and behind you. Now take that movement 1 more round and notice how the whole body is connected. Good, and then with our next exhale, just track the knee to your forehead. Now we'll switch it up here. Reach the leg behind you, point the toes, and as you circle the leg beside you, see if you can just tap the earth with the big toe, outer right hand. And then inhale, lift the leg up beside you, and then circle it behind you. Lengthen. Take that one more, just like that. The leg stays straight if possible. And then lift that leg beside you and behind you. We're switching it up again. Flex the foot, lengthen. Aim the toes to the right. Now step the foot beside you, hip height. Roll to the outer right foot, micro bend the knee. Circle the right fingertips toward the front wall. Cartwheel the right arm to the sky. And then big circle, reach the fingertips behind you, and then just kind of graze the outer thigh with the right fingertips, circle toward the earth. And now back to the sky. Stay here and then roll out that right wrist, the fingers, cactus arm squeeze. Fan the hand, palm up under the left armpit. Just a little heart squeeze. And reach the arm to the sky. Exhale, cactus arms, smooth, smooth. Fan the palm up under the armpit. And reach the arm to the sky. Now we're going to switch it up. Cartwheel the right bicep over your ear. And then as you fold the shoulder over your heart, bring your right hand to the earth toward the front of your mat. Now from here, flip the left palm. You can either bring the hand palm up on the earth and kind of peek underneath that right armpit with the head on the earth, or wrap the hand around the front of the right shin. That'll give you a little leverage. Maybe bring a block underneath your head if the head doesn't quite make it to the earth. And then from here, anchor the right big toe, and maybe there's a super subtle pulse of the right knee. You could traction back through the pubic bone. Full breath in, full breath out. Couple more breaths. Little hiss if you choose. All the way to the bottom, one more. And then you might slide the right hand a little closer to your forehead to support unstringing the left hand. Left hand comes back to the earth under the shoulder, right hand under right shoulder. Woo. Now lift that right leg beside you, circle the leg behind you. Now let's actually step the right toes to the pinky side of the left foot. Straighten the right knee and then just slide gaze over the left shoulder. Maybe a little pulse of the elbows. Couple of breaths. Ay, 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 the root of the tongue. One more breath. Let's reach the leg behind us. Bring the knee to the earth. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog for just 2 breaths here. That smooth and integrates. With the heels, knees to the earth, tops of the feet. Now plug the tailbone toward the earth, and this time just kind of sweep the hands and the outer hips, and then bring the sit bones to the earth, hands palms up, outer ankles, forehead rest, Trikonasana. Stay here. We've got about 4 breaths. Relax everything. We slide our biceps by our ears. Little scoop of the tailbone as we lift onto all 4s. Tuck the toes, lengthen your spine. And now the next inhale, we reach our left leg behind us. We exhale, point the left toes, track the left knee toward the right armpit. Circle the knee over your heart, under your left armpit, beside you and behind you. Take that one more time. See if you can really fan the toes as you kind of move. Reach the leg behind you, buoyant elbows. This time knee to forehead. Squeeze. And then reach the leg behind you, point the toes. And then exhale, keep the knee straight, sweep the leg out beside you, and then just tap the earth, outer left hand with the big toe. Inhale, go ahead and lift that behind you. Take that one more round. Really opens up that ball and socket hip joint, and it strengthens the glute muscles. Reach the leg behind you. Woo, flex the foot. Aim the toes to the left. This time the foot steps beside you, hip height. Roll to the outer edge of that left foot. Micro bend the knee. And now the left fingertips reach toward the front wall, and then you cartwheel the arm to the sky. Fingertips reach behind you like a big backstroke, and then just kind of graze that outer hip with the back of the hand. And then reach that arm back to the sky. Let's stay here. Circle out the left wrist with fingers, gaze to the thumb. Cactus arm squeeze. Hand fans palms up under the right armpit, little heart high. Take that one more round, just like that. Nice. Now we'll reach the arm to the sky, heart, 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 that Leo heart. Cartwheel the bicep over your ear. Oh. Now this time, fold the shoulder over your heart. The left hand comes to the earth toward the front of your mouth. Flip the right palm, drag it on the earth under the left armpit. You can keep the right back of the hand on the earth, or wrap that hand around the front of the left shin. And if the head is floating, you can bring a block underneath your head. Mm-hmm. Anchor the left big toe, maybe pulse the left knee lightly. Full breath in. Two more with that hiss sound. Give it a silent breath. And now we slide the left hand a little closer to our forehead to support unstringing the right. Right hand under shoulder, left hand under left shoulder. We lift that left foot, leg, sweep it behind us. And now step the left toes to the pinky side of the right foot. Straighten the knee and then slide gaze over the right shoulder. Maybe bend the elbows and then straighten. One more breath. And then we lift that leg behind us. Bring the knee to the earth. Yeah. And now from here, we are going to step the left palm under our sternum, right arm lifts to the sky. And then exhale, string right arm under left armpit, come to the outer shoulder. You got it, side of the head. Similar and different. Walk the left fingertips to the front of the mat. And then rock the hips lightly, side to side, so lightly. Now press the knees evenly. Give it a full breath in. Try that one more time. Stay here for a breath. And then we slide the left palm in front of our face. We unstring the right, right arm lifts to the sky. Backstroke the right arm. Right hand to the earth under the sternum, little puff through the back body for a moment. Breathing in, left arm lifts to the sky. We're stringing the left arm under the right armpit, outer shoulder, side of the head. Walk the right fingertips toward the front of the mat. This anchors the twist a little bit more through the upper body. Rock the hips gently. And then traction through the pubic bone. Full breath in. One more. Silent breath. And then right hand in front of the face, maybe fingertips, left arm lips. And then a slow backstroke of the left arm, peek over the shoulder. Left hand to the earth under your shoulder. Walk the hands about a hand distance forward, toes are tucked. Downward facing dog. Big toes to touch. Full breath in. Full breath out. More rounds of breath, just refining, noticing, discovering. Thank you. And we are going to walk our feet to the front of our mat. If you want to scoot your blankets aside as that happens, feel free. Standing forward fold, feet about sit bone distance apart. We're going to bend the knees pretty deep as we slide our hands to the shins under our knees. And then straighten the elbows, lengthen the spine. Pull the pubic bone back and the glute muscles. And then exhale, hands slide behind the calves, straighten the knees, take a peek to your belly button. How about that movement? A couple more rounds of breath. Hands deeper and windings into discovering this last one. And forward fold, kneecaps lift. Give it about 2 or 3 breaths here. Forward fold. All right, now bend the knees pretty deep, fingertips to the earth. You can use a block under your fingertips if you want. We are going to walk the fingertips to the right. And then just kind of lean into the left hip a little bit, and then just straighten the left knee, and then kind of roll center, then bend the left. Then lean into that left hip. And try that little movement a few rounds, and notice how that kind of tractions through the side body as well. The left knee is the one that's bending and straightening, yeah. And then bend your knees pretty evenly, walk the fingertips center, reach the fingertips as far out in front of you as what feels comfortable. Again, knees are bent, and then a pull back in the pubic bone. Breath in, breath out. Again, knees are bent pretty deep. Now walk the fingertips to the left. Anchor the feet and then scoot the hips a little right. Straighten the right knee and then slide the hips center. Bend the knees, scoot the hips a little right. Straighten the knee, slide center. Explore that a couple more minutes. Thank you. Now knees bend. Walk the fingertips straight out in front of you. And then release the forehead, the head. Bend the knees deeper. Curl your tailbone toward the earth. Belly button draws towards your spine. Arms and head are heavy as you round up vertebrae by vertebrae. So that tailbone anchored toward the earth really protects the low back there. And then at the top of that, lift shoulders to ears. Pull the shoulders back and down, bend the knee, pubic bone back. And then scoot the tailbone down through the back body, shoulders roll forward to the ears, backing down a little bit of the sternum. Try that a couple of rounds. So it's a full roll through this. Got it. Last one. Again, it's just in the distance. discovered. There's no right, there's no wrong. And then from here, elbows to the sideways, palms up. Inhale, biceps by ears. And then palms face the front wall. Exhale, cactus arms, squeeze, bend the knees pretty deep. Little sway of the tailbone. Interlace your hands behind you. Knuckles to the earth. Lift the glute muscles, so there's a little arcing there. Yeah. Keep bending the knees. Keep bending the knees. Pull the pubic bone back, lift the glute muscles. Now torso parallel to the earth. Now slide shoulders and ears away from each other. Now straighten the knees, crown to the earth, knuckles to the sky. Lots of breath. Beautiful. Another breath in, another breath out. Now breathe in, bend the knees deep, scoop up your torso parallel to the earth. Now really find that activation through the glute muscles lifting. Release the hands, so it's like Utkatasana, biceps by ears. Exhale, hands palms up, outer hips, pull the pubic bone back. Now this time a slight plug the tailbone toward the earth, biceps by ears. And then pull that tailbone up toward the sky, hands palms up. Right, now from here, slowly straighten the knees, biceps by ears, come all the way up. Bend the knees. Left fingertips, right wrist. Fan the right ribs open. Inhale, center. Take that to the other side. Thank you. Inhale, center. Exhale, a slow swan dive all the way forward. Breathe in, partway lift. Breathe out, forward fold. You step your right foot to lunge, right heel to the earth, 45 degrees. Inhale, hands palms up, outer hips. Shoulders back and down, fingertips stir. Warrior one stance. Come all the way through warrior one. Exhale, cactus arms squeeze. Inhale here, heart. Now this time, exhale, forearms come together. Just the upper back body squeezes forward. Then inhale, biceps by ears. Exhale, cactus arms squeeze. Same exhale, little heart hug, chin toward throat. One more just like that. Good. Now this time as we breathe in, straighten your front knee, biceps by ears, come all the way up. And then a big old back stroke of the arms. Interlace your hands once more behind you. Your front knee is straight. Belly lifts to heart. Micro bend the front knee. Pull the left hip back. Now bow your torso parallel with the earth. Lengthen. Give it a breath. And then release the hands, but keep your left hand on your sacrum. Bring your right hand to the earth on a block under your shoulder. Then lengthen, inner belly scoops to the left. Start to peek over the left shoulder. Then reach the left fingertips behind you. You can stay here or cartwheel the left arm to the sky. And then little micro movements. Can you kind of pulse the elbows, the left knee, kind of crawl a little more space through the spine. The inner belly does a sweet squeeze to the left. And then come to stillness. That front knee is straight but not blocked. Then track a little more energy to the outer feet. Full breath in, full breath out. Backstroke the left arm. Left hand to the earth or a block, outer left foot. Micro bend the left knee and the elbows. Straighten the left knee and the elbows, bow toward the inner shin. And so just explore that little pulse. And maybe it becomes like a roll through the spine. Give it about 2 or 3 more breaths. Maybe a tiny wag of the tailbone. Good. Zip up the inner thighs. See if you can reach the biceps by your ears toward the front wall. Cartwheel all the way through warrior one. Stay here, exhale, soften the elbows and the shoulders rather. Slide the hands heart center. Pivot on the ball of the back foot. Can you hover the back knee? Straighten the back knee and then plant your hands on the earth under your shoulders. Please step through to the right. And take a few steps. Rock towards your crown, towards your heels. You're welcome to bring your knees to the earth. Then slide into your full expression of plank here. It's okay if the knees are on the earth. You can hollow out the belly. And then this is slow, but can you squeeze your shoulder blades together behind your heart? Then bend the elbows and lower all the way to the earth. Shoulder shrug back and down, Bhujangasana, cobra. And soften. Good. Take that 2 more rounds. You might lift a little bit higher, no big deal. Can you press the tops of your feet so much that your kneecaps lift? Last one. Now tuck your toes. You're welcome to push up through plank or press over your knees to downward facing dog. Give it a breath in, breath out. A couple more breaths here. Slow movements, unwinding in the discovery. Down dog. One more breath. Now, if it feels okay for your body, breathe in and lift your right toes to the sky. Kind of spread the toes, reach. Exhale, it is a big step through to lunge. You can use your right hand to nestle the foot forward if need be. Now, we are going to step the left foot forward enough to bring the heel to the earth, warrior one stance. Hands, palms up, outer hips. Fingertips, elbows, shoulders. Breathe in, warrior one, come all the way up. Breathe out, cactus arms, squeeze. Inhale, and then exhale, forearms squeeze together, upper back body. And just take that a couple of rounds. Breath carries the movement. Little squeeze. And the last one. Now breathing in, biceps by ears, come all the way up, straighten the front knee, backstroke the arms. Interlace your hands behind you with the opposite pinky on the outside. Micro bend your front knee, pull the right hip back. Torso parallel to the earth. Shoulders and ears slide away from each other. Give it a breath. Right hand to the sacrum, left hand to the earth or a block under your shoulder. Inner belly scoots to the right, a little peek over your right shoulder. Reach the right fingertips behind you and then maybe cartwheel the right arm to the sky. Now from here, feel free to explore the right knee, pulsing the elbows. And can you feel how you kind of pull back in the pubic bone? And that creates a little undulation through the spine. And if your back heel is lifted, see if you can step it forward enough to bring that heel to the earth. It just supports a little kind of galvanizing strength and energy. Good. Now come to stillness here. Breath in, breath out. Backstroke the right arm. Right hand to the earth, outer right foot, you can use a block. Now bend the right knee in the elbows and then straighten the knee in the elbows. There's the access to that pull. But then maybe keep the knee more straight and it's kind of an undulation through the spine. Kind of drawing back through the pubic bone, the tailbone. Maybe there's a little wag of the tailbone. Got about 3 or so breaths. Last one. And then you bend our right knee. Maybe reach the fingertips toward the front wall as we rise all the way through warrior one. Soften the shoulders, exhale. Inhale. Hands heart center, and then pivot on the ball of the back foot. Maybe even cover the back knee, broaden the sacrum. Yeah. And then a little bow forward, hands, prayer hands, land into the earth. And we are going to step through to plank. Hollow out the belly. Take your time. Lower all the way through, maybe chaturanga, upward dog, or cobra. And let's meet in our final down dog. Maybe your big toes touch. And that puffing up the armpits, relax the jaw. Full breath in. One more. Now the next inhale carries the left toes to the sky. See if you can press a little beyond the toes. Now the breath out steps the foot through to lunge and the right foot follows. Feel until your feet about as wide as your mat, toes a little wider than your heels. We'll bend the knees and we'll lower into Malasana. Keep the hands out in front of you for now. You can bring a block under your sit bones. Maybe roll up the mat underneath your heels. And then a tiny wag of the tailbone. Ooh. And breathe in, upper arms, inner knees press, prayer hands. Slide your thumbs to your heart and then draw your earlobes back. Soften the eyes or close the eyes and then imagine a little figure 8 with the tailbone. Brain stem. 3 more breaths. Reach the arms out in front of you, a little counterbalance. Sit bones to the earth. Shoulders back and down. And then just for a couple breaths, float wherever you are. Yeah. And then point the toes, bring the toes to the earth. Scoop the tailbone, so you're scooping up all that strength as you round down vertebrae by vertebrae. Reach the biceps by ears. Straighten the legs. Press through everything. Breathe in, stick the feet here. Breathe out, hug the knees and lift the forehead to the knees. Do that one more time. Inhale, lengthen, press. And exhale, big ol' hug. Now stay here. You can keep your head lifted or bring your head to the earth, hugging the thighs. And then just really tune on in the wisdom of you. Let the wisdom kind of guide you to any movements here and the discovery of what feels most nourishing to you. Maybe stillness, maybe movement. It's always the combination of both. We've got about 10 breaths. Maybe feet come to the earth. Maybe there's a rolling bridge that wants to happen. Maybe there's a twist, cloud, maybe shoulder stand.
Thank God we finally make sounds in yoga.
I was just gonna invite, there's a really fun puffed O. Cheeks puffed up with a hum, the little air coming out. Let's give it about 3 more breaths, whenever you choose. And then we've got about 3 or so breaths to make our transition toward Shavasana. Any movements along the way. If anybody would like a prop that you don't already have, just gesture to me. Nice. And then once you kind of settle and land in your Shavasana, this is final relaxation. And just a reminder, this is transliteration, this is corpse pose. So really give yourself to stillness, receive stillness, and notice in this, your body is simply profoundly an altar for your soul. And as all that no longer serves you is released, transformed, you rest in the liminal space of not anymore and not quite yet. And we meet ourselves in the middle of everything and nothing. And now notice this breath in, and this breath out. And then we we soften into the illumination of our heart, our intentions. Breathe in. And breathe out. Whole body received right here, right now. We feel the weight of our body completely supported, held whole in our belonging here because we exist. Then meet this illumination, the little discovery here of movement, fingers and toes. Head sways side to side. You can bend your knees as you're ready, and we are going to roll to one side. And as you settle here, your intentions are manifest right now. And as we kind of activate this a little bit more deeply, feel the frontal lobe, the prefrontal cortex here kind of light up as you imagine bringing yourselves to a seated position in a way that you never have before. Just imagine that now. And as close to this way as possible. Yeah, go ahead and come to a seat. And whichever leg you normally bring in front, do just the opposite. And then feel your palms connect, heart center. And then let the palms drape gently over the eyes, moment, register. And brush the palms over your crown, the back of your head, sides of your neck, the throat, palms, hearts. And just feel your prayer body connected with earth. Let's tone a single Om. We'll seal our practice. Release breath. Breathe in. Do you blink your eyes open? They're going to be a little blurry at first. Inner, the outer connect. Our practice is complete. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you all so much. Yeah, thanks for presence, sharing your breath and your prayers, your practice. It's great to be with you. Yeah. Enjoy the rest of your day in this eclipse portal. Powerful time to just be in the discovery. Doing my best. I'm here if there's any questions or comments, shares. Thank you, Robin, joining us from the rivers of Indiana. And whoever else is joining us on live stream, thank you, thank you.